Hi, I'm dgerard, and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you daily. Today, a slop peddler peddles slop. Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, did an on-stage interview just yesterday, time goes so fast, with Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, at the World Economic Forum in Davos. This headline in the Irish Times went around the socials. AI boom could falter without wider adoption, Microsoft chief Satya Nadella warns. And every AI hater hooted with laughter. We can kill this thing. Now, that headline's not a literal quote from Nadella. He didn't quite say those exact words, so don't quote it as a quote, but the article's pretty good. Nadella did say stuff that circled around that idea quite closely, and the key point is, the talk was every bit as stupid. The whole interview is on YouTube. It's 37 minutes of Nadella blanketing the room in a thin layer of sticky CEO sludge product, and I advise you, don't watch the video, because your brain will leak out your ears. But Steve Ferrugia, YouTube Faster and Worse, and I have no sense of self-preservation, so we found some great excerpts for you. Here's Nadella almost saying the headline.
For this not to be a bubble, by definition, it requires that the benefits of this are much more evenly spread. I mean, I think a telltale sign of if it's a bubble would be if all we're talking about are the tech firms. Right? If all we talk about is what's happening to the technology side, then that's it's just purely supply side.
Yeah. So we'd like to welcome on board our newest Pivot to AI contributor, Satya Nadella. At this moment, all the benefits of the AI bubble are a few people writing big numbers in account books, and of course Jensen from NVIDIA driving off a huge dump truck full of everyone else's money, whistling a jaunty tune. So how can companies benefit from AI? Like Nadella says, you might think it's literally the job of the CEO of Microsoft, who is selling AI as hard as he can, to offer something to the people whose money he's taking. It's the company's problem. They have to use AI so they can work out how to use AI.
We need to think about changing the workflow with the technology. Then that needs skill set. So you can't sort of talk about this in the abstract. You got to use it. So if I'm not using the tool,
you have to trust it.
You have to trust it. You have to use it. You have to learn even how to put the guardrails to trust it, right? So you can't just be afraid of it. It's going to be diffused. So the question is, as a firm, you have to use it to learn how to even.
So just rebuild your everything so you can work out how to use AI, and make sure you aren't prompting it wrong. Nadella also has a weird bit on tokens, the word fragments a chatbot processes to compose an answer. The completely tech-illiterate venture capitalists keep saying the word token. They talk about tokens like a commodity you can pile up. More tokens equals better. And they use the word token to compare completely different chatbots in ways you can't actually compare them. Talking about computation power and megaflops made more sense than this dross.
On the supply side, what needs to happen in each country is the tokens per dollar per watt have to sort of monotonically get more efficient and better.
More everything better. But what turned Nadella into such an ardent AI pumper? It's the usual story. He saw a single impressive demo and it one-shotted him.
In fact, my own belief in this generation of AI and its capability really got built up when I first saw GitHub Copilot do code completions, right? So for the longest time, we had the dream that if you're a software developer, can you predict the next sort of word or the next line of code? And suddenly it started working with these models.
Satya Nadella saw GitHub Copilot implement the hitherto unknown to humanity technology of autocomplete. And this made Satya a true believer, who says AI isn't just super autocomplete. It made Satya Nadella the man he is today. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. Remember, hit like and subscribe on YouTube, leave a nice podcast review, and don't forget to drop your $5 into the Patreon in the show notes. It keeps Pivot to AI coming out every day. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow, and bye for now.